What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living, and this is my free 3 best bets for today, April 14th. Let's get after it. What's up, guys? So you guys know every single day I'm out here putting out winning picks, winning videos. And in my last video, we went 2-1. I gave you out 3 plays. We hit on the Twins money line. We hit our 2-team parlay between the Astros and the Cardinals, but we did lose on CJ McCollum assists. He got the minutes, but he just didn't get it done. So a 2-1 day, year to date, you can see the record right there. So we're doing pretty well. NBA, we got to reverse it. You know, we haven't started off too hot on the NBA and the playoff games, but baseball, we're still looking good. So hopefully we can keep that undefeated streak going. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe so this way you can help support the channel as we continue to grow and make some money together. So let's get into it. Here are my 3 best bets for today. All right, so my first best bet of the day, I'm going to the NBA. I'm starting straight off with the NBA because I want to turn this streak around. I want to get this win in this play-in game, and I'm going to Vucevic over 10.5 rebounds. The odds are about -120 on FanDuel. And listen, I really love rebound props in the playoffs in general. I took this prop last game and it cashed for me, so I want to share it with you guys and run it back. Typically in the playoffs, we're getting teams that are actually playing defense for once in the NBA, right? They're playing harder, which means more missed shots. More missed shots means what? More rebounds, right? And if you've been watching the play-in games so far, the big men have been absolutely eating in these playoff games on the boards. In the Hawks and Heat game, Capella had 21 rebounds. In the Lakers and Wolves game, AD had 15 rebounds. Vucevic had 13 in the last game against the Raptors, and then Valanciunas had 18 rebounds against the Thunder. So because of that, I really like the fact that these big men are out there going after these boards and they're grabbing them. In his 3 games against the Heat this past year, Vucevic has had 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds, and 17 rebounds. He's gone over this total in 2 of the 3 games, and he only hooked once. I really like to see that. And then also I like the fact that Miami's offense is not the best, so they typically tend to miss a lot of shots. And because of that, there's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities. And with Bam also being consistent in the offense, that also means that Vucevic should be around the rim, that he should have the opportunities to grab some of those missed hook shots or putbacks to grab that rebound right there. So I really like the fact that Valanciunas should get those opportunities. If you also look at the total for this game, it's at about 208. A lot of the other playing games, the total has been like 225 and higher. So because of that, we're seeing a lower total, which means that we're expected to see a lot more defense. A lot more defense means what? A lot more missed shots. And who's going to grab these rebounds for the Bulls? None other than Vucevic. Miami also has been weaker when it comes down to defending the boards of late. They're typically a really strong team when it comes down to rebounding. But over their last 3 games, they're actually top 5 in the entire NBA, not including the play-in game. They're top 5 in the entire NBA in terms of opponents' rebounds per game. So because of that, I really like the fact that we're getting good value at here, and Vucevic should be able to play a lot of minutes, be able to grab these rebounds. So give me his over 10.5 rebounds as my first best bet of the day. My second best bet of the day, we're going to go over to the MLB. Hopefully we can keep this streak going, knock on some wood, right? I'm liking the Giants team total over 4.5 runs. The best odds I've seen is about -120 on a few different sports books, so you can shop around and see what you got there. So truthfully, I like the total over in this game just as general. I think it's at like 8.5 or 9, as I see the Giants being able to really get into Detroit, put up some runs, because Joey Wentz, he's really not the best. He's had a very tough start to the 2023 season. Right now, he's 0-2 on the year. He's rocking a 10.29 ERA in only 7 innings of work. In his last start against the Red Sox, he actually didn't even make it through the 2nd inning. He gave up 5 earned runs, and that's tough to compete with, right? It's tough to give yourself a winning chance when you're giving up 5 earned runs through 2 innings. And then keep in mind that Detroit doesn't also have the best bullpen either. On the other side, Mania, a little bit stronger than Wentz, but he's still not the best pitcher though. So that's what's keeping me off the money line here, especially because the odds are a little bit higher. But I do think the Giants will win. And he's had a decent start to the season. In his last start against the Royals, he went 6 innings. He only gave up 1 earned run on only 3 hits. So that's what we really like to see. And the Tigers offense, they're very similar to the Royals offense. So I think Mania can put together a pretty strong start here when it comes down to power, consistency that the Tigers give. It's pretty similar to the Royals. Because of that, I really like the fact that the Giants offense is going to get their runs. They're 12th in the entire majors in terms of runs per game. They're averaging about 4.8 runs per game. So we're right there on that line. And Detroit is also second to last in the league in terms of runs given up per game at about over 6 runs that they give up per game. So I think the runs are going to be there. I'm asking them just to get their average. So give me the team with the better pitcher. Give me with the team with the better offense. I'm going with the team total, but like I said, you can also probably sprinkle a little bit on the full game over as well. Now, for my last best bet of the day, you guys know I'm always going to give you just a nice little parlay that can give you some plus money value, that can help build your bankroll out today. And I'm going two teams on the money line. I like the Mets and the Padres on the money line. You put those two together, you're going to get to about plus 132 odds or so, okay? The Mets are facing the Oakland A's, and truthfully, this is a really tough spot for James Kaprielian. He's not started off the year good at all. It's been very rough for him. He's given up 12 earned runs and 4 home runs in just 9 innings of work. And this is a Mets team. If you watch them, you know that they make pitchers work. I mean, they're going to work the count. They're going to take balls. They're going to take hit bats. They're going to get on base, right? They're not always going to look for the home run. They're going to play that small ball. And if you watch their games, typically the teams that they face and the starters are having their pitch count really high early in the game. So I really think that can affect a pitcher like Kaprielian, who struggled so far this year in terms of control, but also getting late into games, okay? On the other side, we've got Senga pitching for the Mets, and he's been really decent to get the year going. He's been a solid option. I do think that there's some regression is going to be due here coming up soon, but I don't think it's happening against this matchup. I see the Mets providing him with enough run support against a very struggling pitcher here, so give me the Mets on the money line, and you might also want to look at maybe a home run prod or two. Alonso may get one, because again, Kaprielian is susceptible to giving up the long ball. In the other game, in the Padres and the Brewers matchup, I really like the Padres here. Why? Because we got Michael Wacha going to the mound. He's been solid over the past year or so. Last year, he had a great campaign with the Red Sox, and he started off this year strong as well. He's 2-0, and he has about a 3 ERA, which is solid through 12 innings of work. In his last start, he went 6 innings against a really strong Braves lineup. He went into their stadium, and he only gave up 2 hits. He gave up no runs, and he had 10 strikeouts against a Braves offense that's very strong. And that's what I like to see. On the other side of the mound, we've got Eric Lauer, who's going for the Brewers, and he's been okay to start the year, but he's coming off a really rough outing against the Cardinals. He gave up 7 hits and 6 earned runs in just 4 innings. So what we're seeing here is one pitcher that's coming off a really strong outing, one pitcher is coming off a weak outing. So then typically I'm going to look at the offenses and see which team's at home, which offense is better. Guess who checks off the boxes there? The Padres. So I really see the Padres being able to handle the business at home. Michael Wacha has been in good form. So give me the Padres on the money line. I'm pairing that with the Mets on the money line. And that gives us a parlay of about plus 132. Use that in your ladder challenge. Use that to build your bankroll up. And hopefully, we're going to have a 3-0 day. We've had 2 winning days so far, but we haven't swept the board just yet. So hopefully today we can sweep the board, go 3-0, and let's see it and let's make some money. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me see some of the plays that you're looking at. If you want some of my best bets and my live picks, be sure to join my free Telegram. The link is in the bio. So this way you guys can keep up to speed on my analysis and some of the other games that I'm looking at, as we have a jam-packed MLB matchup. We've got 2 playing games. Hockey's wrapping up. So it's an exciting time to be a sports bettor. And I just want to help you make some money. All right, guys? So let's get after it today. And as always, dictate your fate and let's make some money. Later. I'll see y'all tomorrow.